state. Ghana government relaxes curfew by 12 hours. And on the foreign scene, Kamala Harris picks Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as running mate. In business news, Nigerian Communications Commission orders telcos to be transparent with tariff plans. In entertainment news, American singer Caesar announces indefinite break from live performances. And in the exciting world of sport, 3 Nigerians move into long jump final at the ongoing Paris Olympic. Good evening and many thanks for joining us for news across the world on Diamond 88.7 FM Ilori. I am Omonike. Babatunde. You can listen to us via our website at www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app on Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Don't go away, please.
Who be this person when they text me now? Oh, Bolan. Oh, me I go quick check am. I go text you later.
That's what can happen if you take your eyes off the road. Texting or using your phone when driving is very dangerous for you and other road users. Keep yourself and other road users safe by staying off your phone when driving. We need you alive.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilori.
You're welcome back from that short break, and now the news in detail. The Nigerian Immigration Services NIS has placed the sponsors of the nationwide hashtag End Bad Governance practice on its watch list. This was disclosed today by the Comptroller General Kemi Nandep at Defense Headquarters, Abuja. She made this statement following a strategic meeting convened by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa. Nandep stated that these individuals who are in diaspora would be arrested immediately upon their arrival in Nigeria. She also mentioned that the NIS has deployed additional officers to land borders and airports to ensure effective monitoring of entry and exit points. According to her, the service has increased surveillance to prevent foreign intervention in the country. Kwara State House of Assembly has urged Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak to direct the Ministry of Health to regulate practice of traditional medicine practitioners in the state. The call was equal to the motion notice on the need to enforce regulation of activities of traditional medicine practitioners in line with the Kwara State Traditional Medicine and Registration Law, sponsored by member representing Ilori Central, Oba Abdulkadir Magaji, at today's plenary. Oba Magaji, while leading the debate on the motion, said the development would encourage them to practice in accordance with the provision of the Kwara State Traditional Medicine and Registration Law. Other co-sponsors in their debate advised Nigerians, particularly Kwarans, to always patronize and purchase only traditional medicines that are approved by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC. In his resolutions, the Speaker, Engineer Yakubu Dala Disalio, urged the State Commissioner for Health to ensure regular training and sensitization of the traditional medicine practitioners to operate within the provision of the law. Kano State government has relaxed the 24 hours curfew imposed by 12 hours. The curfew in the state is now enforced from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, pending when the security situation improves. The Commissioner of Police, Salma Dogo, made the announcement today after a State Security Council meeting presided by Governor Abba Yusuf in Government House. Dogo said the curfew has been revealed to restore normalcy for people to attend to their legitimate businesses in the state. The commissioner called on residents to cooperate with security personnel deployed in and outside the metropolis as law and order are gradually being restored in the state. It could be recalled that Governor Yusuf last Thursday imposed a 24-hour curfew in the state following the looting and destruction of public and private properties, killing and maiming of citizens by hoodlums who hijacked the #EndSARS and governance protest. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has released the final figure of registered voters in Edo and Ondo State ahead of the September 21 and November 11 governorship elections in the two states. The final figure showed that 2.6 million persons registered to vote in Edo State, while 2.05 million registered to vote in Ondo State. The statement by the National Commissioner, Information and Voter Education, Sam Olumeko, said out of the figures, students constitute 868,764 and 694,938 in Edo and Ondo, respectively. While saying that a breakdown of the figure local government by local government has been uploaded in the Commission's website. The Commission said it will announce a date for collection of permanent voters' card in the next few days. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang says the 19 northern governors in Nigeria will kickstart conversation on the explosive birth rate in the region. Mutfwang said this while featuring a television program. He warned that the lack of infrastructure for human capital development of the youth bulge in the region may escalate banditry and terrorism ubiquitous in the three region geopolitical zones of northern Nigeria. The governor said the elite in the north failed to take responsibility for the young population in the region, allowing some criminally minded persons to control the youth bulge and indoctrinate them into insurgency and banditry. The governor said the government will hold parents accountable for out-of-school children, assuring residents of the state that no willing child will be uneducated by the time he leaves office in 2027. Doctors in Ogun State have embarked on an indefinite strike following unresolved issues on pay disparity between federal and state medical workers. The doctors under the aegis of the Nigerian Medical Association at a press conference held today in Abeokuta said the strike came after a failed three-day warning strike. Chairman of the association, Dr. Azim Ashimi, disclosed that the strike began on Saturday, 3rd August 2024. While bemoaning that the state is losing doctors on a daily basis as a result of the wage gap, Ashimi pointed out that the association was unable to come to an agreement with the government. He stated that the association has done a number of initiatives to retain medical personnel over the last 2 years and that harmonizing state and federal workers' pay will go a long way towards persuading doctors to stay. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilari will go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign and sport news. Do stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that short break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilori. Now we move on to the foreign stories. On the foreign scene, Kamala Harris picked Tim Walz as a running mate as she opted for the Minnesota governor as the partner most likely to complement her in a historic and bruising bid for the White House. Walz had been on a short list with a string of other Democratic figures, seen as broadening Harris' appeal as she sprinted into the contest against Donald Trump. Aiming to make history as a first woman president, Harris, already a trailblazer, has a first female and first black and South Asian vice president, has little time before Election Day on November 5. Expectations had always been that Harris would pick a white man to balance the ticket and the kind of Democrat who can help counterattack for Republicans that she is too far to the left. Still on the foreign scene, Bangladesh parliament has been dissolved a day after Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was forced from power. Ms. Hasina resigned and fled the country after weeks of student-led protests spiraling into deadly unrest. The dissolution of parliament, a key demand of protesters, paved the way for establishing an interim government. Bangladeshis are waiting to see what comes next as the country's military chief is holding talks with political leaders and protest organizers. More than 100 people died in violent clashes across Bangladesh, the single deadliest day since mass demonstration began. In total, more than 400 people were believed to have died as protests were met with harsh repression by government forces. That's it from the foreign scene. Up next is our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
In our business update today, the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has directed telecommunications operators to simplify their tariff plans, bundles, and promotional activities. Of late, many Nigerians have expressed frustration about how their airtime and data plans, which lasted longer before now, evaporate in days amid agitation by telcos seeking NCC's approval to hike tariff plans. NCC spokesman Ruben Moka, in a statement, said the regulator has mandated all telcos to release clear, easy to understand, and accurate information about the cost of voice, short messaging service, SMS, and data services to all subscribers. It mandated mobile network operators, MNOs, to publish a comprehensive table showing the features of their tariff plans and bundle offers. That ends our business news. Up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment news today, American singer-songwriter Caesar, whose real name is Solana Himani-Rowe, has revealed that she's taking an indefinite break from live shows to focus on her personal life. The Grammy-winning R&B artist announced this on social media after headlining Montreal's Osheaga Festival on August 5. Caesar explained that she needs time to get her life together after a grueling touring schedule. Since early 2023, she has performed 63 shows worldwide for her SOS tour, followed by a packed summer festival schedule. Caesar also hinted at upcoming music projects, including a new album called Lana and a collaboration with Paramore. That ends our entertainment news, and up next is news from the exciting world of sport.
Diamond FM Sports News.
And before news from the exciting world of sport today, we'll go on a very short break and we'll be back to bring you news from the exciting world of sport.
Amatem soft gel wà fún ìtọ́jú àrùn ibà tí ara rẹ kò bá yá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta lọ rí dókítà rẹ.
Diamond FM Sports News.
You're welcome back, and now from the exciting world of sport. The camp of Team Nigeria is in a jubilation mood following the remarkable performance by the trio of Ese Brume, Ruth Usoro, and Pristina Ochonogo. Competing in the long jump event of the games, the Nigerian stars were on top of their game throughout the event. Brume led the jump with a jump of 6.76 meters, and Usoro had a leap of 6.68 meters, while Ochonogo featured with a jump of 6.65 meters. It means that out of the 12 finalists, 3 of them are Nigerians. Meanwhile, Favour Philly could strike Team Nigerian's first medal in the track and field as she is built to race the women's 200 meters final at 8:40 p.m. Nigerian time at the Purple Track Stade de France. Ophili has also been drawn in lane 9 for the race. Still from the exciting world of sport. World Health Organization (WHO) has said more than 40 athletes at the 2024 Paris Olympic have tested positive for COVID-19, highlighting a new global rise in cases. The WHO said the virus behind the COVID-19 pandemic was still circulating and countries need to sharpen up their response system. Several high-profile athletes have suffered from COVID-19 at the Paris Games. British swimmer Handa Pate tested positive a day after winning silver in the 100-meter breaststroke, where he had not felt well, his team said. Australian medal hopes Lani Palista pulled out the women's 1,500-meter freestyle after falling ill. The WHO's Epidemic and Pandemic Preparedness and Prevention Director Maria Van Kakov said data from 84 countries show that COVID-19 disease has been rising for several weeks. That's it from the exciting world of sport. And with that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlights. Federal government places #EndBadGovernance protest sponsors on watch list. Kwara Assembly calls for regulation of traditional medicine in the state. Kano government relaxes curfew by 12 hours. And on the foreign scene, Kamala Harris picks Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as running mate. In business news, Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) orders telcos to be transparent with tariff plans. In entertainment news, American singer SZA announces indefinite break from live performances. And from the exciting world of sport, 3 Nigerians zoom into long jump final at the ongoing parade. for today in history. Did you know that on this day in 1961, the Lagos Treaty of Cession was signed by Oba Lolu Dosumu, the then ruler of the coveted commercial hub? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 091-6062-7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akiwumi, and my name is Omonike Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station. Good evening.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
Want to know why we do what we do in serving you the best of broadcasting at Diamond 88.7 FM?
Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. And you're worth it. You know you're worth it.
Yes!